Hey guys, G4T here in Southern California. I'm with a real estate expert, Tim, and what we're talking about is the collapse in real estate, how in some ways it's stabilizing because the banks are just keeping a huge amount of inventory off of the marketplace, how people are now squatting in abandoned homes, and they're taking these properties by adverse possession. And I want to kind of explore the whole idea that you really don't own real estate. The government really owns real estate. So
what I like to see is a property that's bought, 20 years ago. It doesn't have any liens, no loans. It's owned free and clear. The people have not paid the property taxes in about 4 or 5 years. And then what I go do is I like to go and pay those property taxes and then file a quiet title lawsuit. You're sitting on a property like this that you run out of money, you're like why aren't you fixing it up? Sometimes they got issues, whatever. And I buy it from them. But if we hire the private investigators and we try to track the owners down and we cannot find them, they're gone. We don't know where they are. They could have gone to prison. They could have moved to another country. They just walked away. We don't know where they are. Then that's good. Then there's no one to press charges, should we say. In each state in America, they have different laws as to adverse possession and paying property taxes. In some states, it's an ownership state. In other states, it's a tax certificate state where you get a tax certificate and they pay you a percentage on that. I'm just saying, desperate times call for desperate measures. I mean, for the guy who's living on the street, that's pretty good, to live in something like that. And especially if you can park it on some vacant land, start paying the property taxes, and then after 5 years file a quiet title lawsuit. Now he's got land, he's got something. Where I live in the San Fernando Valley, and that's a very heavy Jewish community, Israeli community, and there the houses will be selling for over $1 million. They still are selling for over $1 million, and they're doing a lot of construction. They'll tear down a small house and they'll build a bigger house, or they'll just do a massive addition, because the Orthodox Jewish people have to live close to a synagogue. They wouldn't live out here because there's no synagogue in walking distance, but the real Orthodox Jews, they have to live in either an apartment or a house that's in walking distance to a synagogue.
Because on their Sabbath, they're supposed to be walking, not...
Yeah, not driving. They can't walk like 10 miles, whatever. They have to walk like half a mile. They have a restriction of how far they can walk. So houses in that area really hold their value, even in a downturn. They still worth over $1 million.
Okay, so what made you want to stop right here?
Well, this would be a prime candidate for adverse possession if this property was owned free and clear and had back taxes, where someone had not paid the taxes for about 5 years. And to me, the reason why I say that is because it's obviously abandoned. It's boarded up. Nobody's living here except maybe some homeless people, which you can see here. They jumped the fence, So that's really what you're dealing with. Way back, 10, 20 years ago, it has a lot of equity. The person paid cash, it's paid off, and then you do that kind of research, and then you basically go pay the back taxes, and then you...
How do you establish residency here during that 5 years, though? Because you don't want to go in there and go live in there.
Well, you can go and live in there. Yeah, you fix it up,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. When you do some improvements to the property, that helps your...
So you come in here and mow the lawn?
Yeah, you take care of the property like an owner would.
Get your mail here?
Yeah, you get your mail.
Park your car here?
Yeah, you can obviously do some improvements to the property, and then when you show those to the judge, that shows that you're taking care of the property. And they really want that. That's why they have these adverse possession laws in place, because they don't want all the properties to be looking like this just because an owner is neglecting it. They want somebody responsible or decent to take care of the property, take ownership, take pride of ownership, and have them look decent like that house. They want it to look like that.